Hey guys, Martin here bringing on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we are jumping into stage 8 of the Union Master event, which is the movie bosses 5 units required mission. We are going to be doing all the missions in one run here. I'm using the Frieza and Gogeta leads again for the 220 overall leader skill. I think everyone on the team, because they're on either Inhuman Deeds or Gifted Warriors, is getting the full 220% lead. I do like the fact that with the Frieza and Gogeta being a lead for movie heroes and movie bosses, we're able to do both the stages with the double Frieza and Gogeta leads, which is pretty funny. Obviously, we're not going to be able to take advantage of Gogeta's active skill because we're running a full extreme team, but I feel like this should work out pretty well. We do of course need to get our rotations sorted out as quickly as possible. Starting with both the Friezas on the first turn isn't really ideal, but you know, it is what it is. Now I have had a quick look on Dokkan info because we talked about this in the previous run, just looking up the stats for the events and everything. For some reason the numbers for this stage are not up. So I can see the abilities that the enemies are able to do, but I can't see like how much damage they do or anything like that, right? Now I assume it's probably fairly similar to the previous one. So we're probably looking at around somewhere between 2 to 2.5 million for the super attack damage. The final phase, rather than being or the final fight I should say, has a phase with 2 enemies. So we're going to take advantage of Broly's ability, LR, STR, Super Easy A Broly ability to do an AoE. It does seem like Goku supered twice there, right? So Goku can super twice in one turn. Because that's the other thing unfortunately missing, is the super attack stats are missing, but those are what show like the cooldown and the number of attacks available per like turn. So I'm not able to see any of that, so I don't know if any of these guys are able to super multiple times in one turn. It seems that Kaioken Goku is. However, he can be sealed, and he can be attack lowered. So if you have units that have those abilities, then he is going to be able to do those things. So that's obviously pretty good. We're using the Dragon Ball Super Broly here as well, because he's a very good floating unit to have on the team, creating rainbow orbs. Obviously he could be quite helpful in these fights, because if we get a finishing blow with him to end off the battle, we'll then go into the next fight on full health guaranteed. Also Golden Frieza is going to be pretty crazy here, because obviously with the fights like restarting, he's obviously going to keep that really good damage reduction. He also lowers attack, which a lot of these fights you're able to do as well. So yeah, AGL, Easy A, Golden Frieza are going to be really, really good here. Kaioken Goku with the double super, but we just eat that for breakfast. Broly with the 48 million damage super. We're fighting a Goku family enemy, so he's going to get guaranteed crits as well. So he can quite easily dish out some damage here. Obviously LR Broly can go in slot 1 if we need him to as well within the first 3 turns, because we are going to have a full movie bosses rotation. And then obviously, yeah, this Broly, even with his first attack, the enemy was below 80%, below 50% HP. So he's going to get his full passive here, get all of his super attacks off, and then yeah, he finishes off Goku, which gives us a full health. I mean, we're basically on full health already anyway, but that does give us a full heal. And then we go on to the Kid Trunks, the free-to-play from the Tapion event, Kid Trunks with the sword. This guy can't be stunned or sealed or attack lowered. Okay. He can be defense lowered. He gives enemies minus ki, which is a little bit annoying. But I guess we can... I suppose, do I want to keep... I probably do want to keep the Frieza on rotation. Maybe I'll just do this. It's not a great rotation, but we can go ahead and do that. The key for the Tech Broly at the end doesn't matter, because he's not going to attack anyway. He's just going to be able to tank the hits here. But yeah, it's interesting this Trunks can't have any of the effects applied, because like obviously combos like stealing and attack lowering are really, really powerful together. This guy can't have either of those things. So I would imagine he isn't going to be doing crazy damage to like offset that. Like I say, the previous stage with the movie heroes, the first 2 fights, the bosses were only hitting for just over 2 million. So I imagine that is probably the same here as well. Now obviously Tech Wrathful Broly, if he's not in slot 1, if he's not getting any hits in first, he's only obviously going to attack once. which isn't great in terms of like overall getting stacks or anything like that, but obviously with the fight, this one in particular, with the phase being shorter, we don't need to worry too much. So yeah, we can go ahead and do this. Yeah, the getting -4 key thing is pretty annoying, but I suppose it's fine for the most part, although Frieza missing out on a decent chunk of key there is not ideal, but it's alright. We'll go ahead and do this. We've got a hybrid Saiyan enemy, so Broly still gets some of his buffs. Frieza easily able to tank. And then the thing is, with the full extreme team, once you then get Frieza's like second turn, you can then use the active skill. So Frieza going to be relatively good here, the golden Frieza, because of the ability to just tank after receiving attacks on the first turn when he's at his strongest defensively, and then we move into the next turn, can use the active skill, and then just kind of go from there. So going to be looking pretty good here. Golden Frieza, the AGL Golden Frieza does some relatively decent damage, but I say that, like 11 million attacks, that additional is nothing too crazy, but he's got a build up still. He should eat the super here for double-digit damage with the damage reduction that he's still got. And then, yeah, Broly with the 40 million. I mean, the thing is, the Freezers aren't really the damage dealers, right? Especially with the Tech Freezer and Gogeta. It's the Gogeta part of the card that deals the crazy damage. Which, even though we can't use his active skill, we can still utilize the Gogeta part of the card in this team. Because, obviously, on the turn where the exchange would be available, Frieza changes a bunch of the orbs on the rotation as well. So obviously, like here, for example, where Frieza isn't going to be getting hit at all, like, we can't exchange into Gogeta, unfortunately, this early because of the fact that we're running the extreme-based team. So we can go ahead and do this. Then we might as well active skill with Broly, because the fight's not going to go on for much longer. So active skill with Broly, do a bit of extra damage. That gives him the big extra defense buff. It's still only his second turn, so he still has 40% damage reduction. Trunks isn't actually even supering, so that doesn't even matter. And then go ahead and do that. I forget, of course, Trunks lowering everybody's key is super annoying, because then we needed way more key to be able to hit the 18 key super for Broly, and I didn't realise until it was too late, because I wanted to make sure we get the 6 orbs for the STR Broly. And of course, again, by the time the STR Broly attacks, the boss is like already going to be under 50% HP. So we are going to be doing a lot of damage here. Obviously, we should end up getting the KO, I think. But yeah, especially with Broly getting some additionals here. Getting that little bit of extra build up. Obviously, he's not doing crazy damage. He's not like built up a crazy amount yet. But all the attacks that he can get off are more stacks, although we're still in the first 2 phases, like the short fights. It really doesn't matter all that much. Like, it's the final phase, which obviously has the 2, or the final fight that has the 2 phases, where we will actually care a little bit about Broly getting build up, because that fight's obviously going to go on for significantly longer. So okay, so we get the KO with STR Broly again. Oh boy, STR Broly coming in clutch, being the one getting all the KOs, getting us back to full HP. We love to see that. So, okay, so we start off against the ROF Blues. They can't be stun, sealed, defense or attack lowered, but they don't have any other abilities. They do raise attack for the turn on their super, so I don't know what their damage is like here on the first turn, but Frieza should be able to tank on the first turn. Then we do this, and then obviously Tech Broly, we know is just gonna tank in the last slot with all that damage reduction. Because yeah, we want Frieza to take some hits just so he actually gets the build up from his passive, right? Because every time guard is activated, he gets the extra little bit of defense buff. So that's obviously going to come in helpful here as well. But yeah, we can't give these guys any status effects at all. So we will have to be wary on the rotation of things like the super attacks and stuff. Frieza getting super attacked after he supers still takes 200 odd K damage, which is pretty decent amount, but we should still be fine. Broly should be able to eat all the normals at the end. I'm assuming that these guys can't super more than once, because again, I don't actually know for sure. But yeah, the second phase should be quite fun, considering it's going to be against both Vegeta and Goku separately. And we have our Broly that has the AoE. Oh wow, Tech Broly taking 50k. Well, hopefully these guys don't... these guys can't AoE, so... Damn. Okay, well, I guess we probably should have just done that straight away, but... See, the thing is, I want Broly to get built up here, so I do want him to attack, but I am also a little bit worried about Frieza taking hits here as well. So it's like, maybe I should just active skill with Frieza, but obviously we want Broly to get attacks off. I also don't really want to float off this Broly, so... Maybe I should just do this, because then you get hit loads of times, get the buff. Yeah, let's do that. So we'll do that, do this. It's risky for obviously the Tech Broly to not get any build up before going into a later turn, but obviously Broly's active skill will be available on his next turn, which will give him a little bit of an extra buff as well. Yeah, see, they supered straight away again, so that could have been very bad, but Broly with the 47 million attack stats. This is all with no support as well for Broly. Like, he gets the 220 lead from the Golden Frieza and Gogeta, but he's got no support here. So... can do some solid damage. Obviously, Tech Broly going to start off very low. Only going to get the one attack because he hasn't been hit at all. And of course, he's not going to get attacked at all here during the turn because we've got the active up from Golden Frieza. He is going to get a lot of attack build up here though. So yeah, the friend's 72 million attack stat for the friend in slot 3 is pretty good. Although unfortunately, as always with this game, type disadvantage means if you don't crit, your damage gets so massively nerfed that even a huge attack stat like that, we're not really doing that much damage, which is unfortunate. Alright, so I want to save the active skill for the Tech Frieza if I can. So I'm going to do this, and then we can't get the 6. Oh, yeah, we can. There we go. We can get the 6 orbs for Broly. Hopefully that's enough for Broly to be able to do some extra damage. Of course we dodged. 24 mil. Yeah, post super we should be okay if we get supered here, I think. But yeah, we're not doing like crazy damage. I think we may be off to a little bit of a wonky start, but getting supered here. How much are we taking from this? 31 damage, okay, that's good. Yeah, Frieza post-attacking while still having a decent amount of damage reduction. Obviously very good. The Broly AoE is going to be a good turn, hopefully, once we get to the second phase. But that damage from Tech Frieza, basically, all like practically non-existent damage. Right, and then STR Broly, we did get him to below 50%, didn't we? Yeah, so he's going to get a first couple of attacks off here. I don't think it's enough to get him to below 80. No, so we're not going to get the extra attack here. But still get 3 supers off, it's pretty good. Decent bit of damage, there's the crit as well. In fact, that might have been enough, or we just got the hidden potential. I'm not sure exactly how much HP they have, but yeah, that worked out quite nicely. Right, so for this turn, I mean, I guess really the problem is that Broly's just not going to get any build up here at all. This is really unfortunate because I don't want to use his active skill, but if we super with him here in slot 1 and then he gets supered, like, he's just going to get absolutely destroyed. So really I should just be letting this Broly super attack and kill, like, he should kill these guys, I believe. Especially if we did go ahead and transform this guy, because we'll be able to use his active skill then in the next turn. So yeah, I mean, this should just be GG. And then unfortunately the tech Broly has just been kind of left, unfortunately, to not really get any sort of real build up, which it's not ideal. It could come back to bite us in this next phase for sure, but obviously STR Broly here going to be doing a lot. Good defense, 52% damage reduction, or is it 56? So he should be okay here. I mean, I don't know how much these guys super for because I can't see the numbers. So, but yeah, he basically tanks that for double-digit damage, and then Tech Broly will finish him off. I mean, obviously Tech Broly does an AOE as well with his 18 key super, which also does an action break. So the next turn, the next phase should be quite fun. Okay, so the next phase we've got Goku and Vegeta. Goku gets extra defense while Vegeta is still present. Vegeta deals damage at the start of the turn and has less attack when Goku is still present. So really we should just kill Vegeta first then, I guess. Especially because he is also AGL. But we have managed to get into a pretty good spot here because we should have one of the Frieza active skills still ready to go. Yeah, so if we... Okay, so what I could do here is we can active skill with this Frieza so that we have all the attacks are going to be on him at the end of the turn. He's going to get a lot of build up. So I could switch this guy into Gogeta and then just grab a ton of orbs here. Yeah, so he's going to get 3 additional super attacks. And then if you attack you, and then the Tech Golden Frieza with all his build up attacks you, and then potentially with all the AoEs and stuff that we get from the next turn, we might actually just win on the next turn, potentially. So, yeah, Golden Frieza are going to eat all of these attacks. Again, I have no idea how much damage these guys do. Or what their attack, like, what their super attack effects are or anything like that. I believe one of them lowers attack, one of them lowers defense. But they both super attacked. Oh, we got the Dokkan attack with Gogeta. Okay, well, this should be quite good then, because he's got what? Even without the crazy link set that he would need, or he would get from other like movie heroes, he's still got a 49 million attack stat here, which of course the Dokkan attack is an AoE. So again, with the stats not showing properly on Dokkan Info, I have no idea how much HP these guys have either. So, oh, okay, yeah, well, that's some pretty good damage. Yeah, Gogeta's then going to get 3 additional supers. The only problem will be, of course, if they all then just decide to super attack in slot 1 on the next turn. But under the Tech Broly with his active skill, the like Paragus Crush, probably has more defense than the STR LR Broly on the next turn. Because, yeah, the only thing that will potentially make us come unstuck here now on the next turn is them super attacking in slot 1. But, yeah, because Frieza's going to get a ton of build up here. The AGL Golden Frieza's now at 45 million, because now he's in slot 2 on the later turn, so he gets extra stats. So he might actually kill Vegeta. Oh, did he kill him? He did not, but he will now. So I couldn't tell if he was attacking Goku or not. So there we go. So that's Vegeta just done. And then my 55% Golden Frieza, 72 million attack stat for Goku. And Goku can be attack lowered as well. So yeah, you can see the getting into the second phase with all the build up, getting the active skills out here and everything. Doing the big damage. So of course there's an attack in slot 1. So let's pop the Broly active skill. So what are we looking at in terms of defense? So you've got 417, you've got 257. Yeah, it's been more than 3 turns, so he doesn't have the extra damage reduction in slot 1 anymore, whereas this guy does. So go ahead and do that. Do that. And then grab the 6 orbs for you. So as long as he doesn't insta super in slot 1, then we're GG. So there you go. Broly gets hit, does his 18 key super, which will be an action break as well. I think is he only being attacked once after he attacks? Yup. So then that leaves our boy STR, LR, super easy A Broly to just come in here. 53 million attack stat, guaranteed crit, because obviously we're fighting a Goku family enemy. Get the extra additional as well. 30 million on the additional. Can we get another one as well? Oh, we don't get an additional super, but we get an additional normal. So big Broly with the big beefy fist just punching Goku to death with a normal attack. You love to see it. So there you go. That was the movie bosses stage, Union Master stage 8. Significantly quicker than the movie heroes one. But yeah, with a full movie bosses team. So that should complete all of the missions here for stage 8. Yeah, very good. So Tech Wrathful Broly basically did absolutely nothing. I could have switched him out for somebody completely different and it would have made literally zero difference to the entire run, which is kind of funny. So yeah, we can go ahead and collect all of those missions. We get some nice skill orbs for movie heroes characters. And so there you go. That is the stage 8 of the Union Master done. I just need to get the stage 7 one done. Like I said, I mean, I can just run it back with that same team and just smash it out nice and quick. But yeah, let me know what team you guys used for your movie bosses with the 5 you've required. Remember, of course, you technically can use one non-movie boss character as well. So even with this team setup, if you're running the double Gogeta and Golden Frieza, because of their leader skill, you could technically run a movie hero unit on the team as well. But as it is only 5 required. But let me know how you guys got on. Let me know what your team build looked like down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.